Hi everyone, in this video I am going to solve Cambridge IGCSE Mathematics Paper 3 core in a session October-November 2023 Paper 3-2. So let's start with the first question. Question number 1, part A. The bar chart shows the number of goals scored by a team in each of 5 months. The frequency and the months 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 months. Number 1, in February 12 goals are scored. Complete the bar chart. So February 12 goals. Okay. Complete the bar chart at 12. Now for the second part, how many more goals were scored in January than in October? So January is, we have 16, January is 17, and October is 6. 17 take away 6. 17 minus 6, that is 11. Now for part B, find the range of the number of goals scored. Range is a difference between the higher value and the lower value. Higher value minus the lower value. Alright, so September is 14, October is 6, November is 10, and December is 20, and January it's 17, and February it's 12. So which one is the higher one? 14, 6, 10, 20, 17, 12. 20 is the higher number. The value higher is 20. Subtract the lower one is obviously 6. So 20 take away 6 is 14. That is the range. Now for part C number 1, the team shop is open from 9 to 17:15 on Monday to Friday only. Work out how long the shop is open each week. You give your answer in hours and minutes. Okay, so this is the opening time just from Monday to Friday in 1 week. Each week it's open, not on Saturday or Sunday. It means Monday to Friday, it means it opens only 5 days a week. All right, so each day open hours, how many hours it open each day? So from 17:15 we have to subtract 9. Okay, 17 hours 15 minutes minus 9 hours 0 minutes. So it means 8 hours and 15 minutes the shop open each day. 5 days of each week, we can say. We work out how long the shop is open each week. Shop is open each week, because we know that in 1 week it opens 5 days. So 5 times 8 hours and 15 minutes times it by 5. So it means 41 hours and 15 minutes. Now for the second part, Bruno buys a shirt for $36 and a scarf for $12.25. He pays with $50 note. Work out how much change you receive. Okay, calculate how much he bought the shirt plus scarf. The total cost is $36 plus 12.25. 36 plus 12.25, this is 48.25 is the total cost. Now change, how much change you receive from $50. So from 50 subtract 48.25. 50 subtract answer, which is 1.75. $1.75 is the change. Now for part D, Ticket price, adult, child, and seniors. Number one, calculate the cost of 150 adult tickets, 70 child tickets, and 30 senior tickets. 150 adult tickets are $35 plus 70 child tickets are $20 plus 30 senior tickets are $25. This is going to be the cost. Let me calculate. 150 times 35 plus 70 times 20 plus 30 times 25. This is $7,400. $7,400. Now for the second part, calculate the percentage of these tickets that are senior tickets. Percentage of these tickets that are senior tickets. How many are senior tickets? Senior tickets are 30 out of the total number of tickets. The total number of tickets are adult, child, and senior, which are 150, 70, and 30. And the percentage times it by 100. 150 plus 70 plus 30. All right. So 30 divides answer and times by 100. That is 12%. Now for part E, a game starts at 15. The team plays for 90 minutes. There is also a break of 15 minutes. Find the time the game ends. So the game starts at 15 minutes. And the duration of the game is 0 hour and 90 minutes plus a break of 15 minutes. This is the time the game ends. Okay, 15 add 90 minutes and add 15 minutes break, which is 16:45. The game finish. Question number 2, part A. Number 1, write down the mathematical name of this polygon. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Five-sided polygon is a pentagon. Now for the second part, write down the mathematical name of this quadrilateral. So this quadrilateral is a trapezium. Number 3, part A, write down the mathematical name of this type of angle. This angle is more than 90, so this angle is obtuse angle. More than 90 degree. Now for part B, measure the size of this angle. So let me measure the size of this angle. This is gonna be 120, 120, 122, 123, 123. Yes. So 123 degrees. Part B, draw the lines of symmetry on this rectangle. There are two lines of symmetries of rectangle. The vertical one and the horizontal one. There are two only lines of symmetries. Now for part C, a cuboid measures 6 cm by 3 cm by 2 cm. Number 1, work out the volume of a cuboid. Volume of a cuboid has a formula length into width into height. So that is 6 into 3 into 2. So 6 times 3 times 2, that is 36 centimeter cube. Now for the second part, draw a net of the cuboid on 1 centimeter square grid. One face has been drawn for you. That one face is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 1, 2, 3. 6 by 3 is already done. So 6 by 3 is already drawn. So let's say this is the base, right? And the two, this is the base. These are the two left and the right side. So if we have 6 by 3 is the base, then the left and the right are 3 by 2. So let me draw 3 by 2. This is 3 by 2. The base is already drawn. I drew the left side of the cuboid and the right side of the cuboid, right? Now let me draw the front. Front side is 6 by 3, 3 by 2, 6 by 2. 6 by 2 is the front side. The front, the base, the back is also 6 by 2, and then we have a top. Top is the same, the base and the top is same, which is 6 by 3. Let me explain it one more time. So this is the net. So if I close it, so this is the base, the bottom, right? So if I close it, you can see, these are the two left and the right side. You can fold it, and then the front, the back, and the top is gonna be this. I hope this makes sense now. Question number 3, part A. Write the number 14,097 in figures. 14,097. Now for part B, write down a common multiple of 17 and 5. Common multiple of 17 and 5, all right. So let me check the multiples of 17. Are 17 times 1 is 17, 17 times 2, 34. 34 is not divisible by 5, it is not a multiple of 5. 17 times 3, 51 is not a multiple of 5. 17 times 4, 68 is also not a multiple of 5. 17 times 5, 85 is a multiple of 5. Yes, 85 is a multiple of 5 and 17. Okay, now for part C, write 0.62 as a 0.25 as a percentage. So 0.25 over 100. Sorry, times by 100. To convert it into percentage, we have to times it by 100. Not divided by 100, sorry. 0.25 times by 100, which is 25%. Now for part D, find the value of number 1, 7 exponent 5. 7 exponent 5 is 16,807. And 8 exponent 0 is 1. Anything exponent 0 is. Now for part A, Ranjit buys some plants and sell 5 by 11 of them. Let's say he buys X plants and sell 5 by 11 of them. 5 by 11 of X he sell. He sell 190 plants. Work out how many plants he buys, right? So he sell 5 by 11. So 5 by 11 of the plant he buys, he sell, and the total is 190. Let me explain this equation one more time. So let's say he buys some plants and the amount of, he buys X plants, right? And sell 5 by 11 of the plants he buys, 5 by 11 of them. So 5 by 11 of them he sold, and the number of plants he sold are 190 plants. 190 equals to 190. Solving for X, which is equals to 190, and times the cross multiplication 11 over 5. So X is 190 times 11 divided by 5. This is 418. So he buys 418 plants and sold 190. Now for part F, factorize completely. So from 15 and 3, 3 is common. and x cube, x is common. 3 times 5 is 15, x square y and negative 1. This is a complete factored form. Now part G, make n the subject of the formula. So v minus t equals to 3n. Shifting the t on the other side, it becomes negative t, right? And then dividing by 3 on both sides to get n. 3 divides 3 is just 1, so n is going to be v minus t over 3. Now for part H, 7 exponent 15 divides 7 exponent x equals to 7 exponent 9. Solve for x. So 7 exponent 15 divides 7 exponent x. This is equals to 7 exponent 9. Let me do the cross multiplication. Or we can say 7 exponent 15 minus x. Shifting the exponent of x into the numerator, it becomes negative. This is 7 exponent 9. When the bases are same, 7 and 7, we can compare the powers. So 15 minus x equals to 9. So 15 subtract 9 equals to x. I just shift the 9 on the other side, becomes negative, and x on the other side, it becomes positive. So 15 take away 9, that is 6. So the x is 6. Question number 4, part A, complete the table of values for this function. Alright, so when x is negative 2, we have to solve for y. Minus 2 square minus 4 into minus 2 and minus 2. This is 10. And when x is equals to 2, so 2 square minus 4 into 2 and negative 2. This is minus 6. Part B, on the grid, draw the graph of the function for x is between minus 2 to 5. When x is minus 2, y value is 10. Okay. Here x is negative 2, y is 10. When x is negative 1, y value is 3. Minus 1, we have 3. When x is 0, y is minus 2. 0, it's negative 2, downward. X is 1, y is minus 5. X is 1, y is minus 5. 1 and minus 5 over here. X is 2, y is minus 6. For 2, it is negative 6. And for 3, it is negative 5. Sorry, for 3, it is negative 5 over here. Sorry. 3, it's negative 5. For 4, it is negative 2. 4, negative 2. And x is 5, y is 3. X is 5, so y equals to 3, this point. Let me connect all the points to get the parabola. It's a quadratic function, so you will get the parabola. Now for part C, use your graph to solve the equation x square minus 4x minus 2 equals to 0. When y equals to 0, we have to solve basically. Because we have given the equation y equals to x square minus 4x minus 2. So here y is equals to 0 basically. When y equals to 0, we have to find out the two solutions, right? So y equals to 0, this is a solution and this is a solution. Let me check. 0.1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So negative 0.5. And the other is 4.1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 4.5 I got. Question number 5. It records the color of each of 500 cars crossing a bridge. The colors. The pie chart shows some of this information: gray, red, and others. Okay, number A, how many cards are red? The red cards we have given, this is 90. So red are 90. So we can say 90 out of the total pie chart is 360 degree, and multiply by 500. Total cards are 500. We will get the number of red cards. 90 over 360 times by 500. So 125 cards are red. Now for part B, 35 cards are gray. Show by calculation that sector angle for gray is 25.0 degree. So 35 cards are gray that we have given. So to get the sector angle, we have to do the same. 35 are gray out of 500 cards, multiply by the whole pie chart is 360 degree. We will get the sector angle. So 35 divides 500, multiply by 360, which is 25.2. Yes. The formula for the sector angle is the number of gray cards divided by the total number of cards multiplied by the whole pie chart angle is 360. Now for part C, 175 cards are white and 150 cards are black. I'll complete the pie chart to show this information. So white, let me find out the sector angle for white. So 175 are white out of 500, multiply by 360. So we have 175 divides 500 times 360. 126 degree is the angle for white. And for black, the sector angle for black is gonna be 150 cards are black out of 500 cards, multiplied by the whole pie chart is 360 degree. The sector angle is 150 out of 500 multiplied by 360, 108 degrees. Now we have to complete the pie chart. For white is 126. Let me find the angle 126. This is 90. Okay, let me start from this point. Z 10, 20, 30, 90, 126. These are white. One 126 degree and 108 degrees for 108. 108. Yes, this is 108. This is for black. The pie chart is completed, you can see. Now for part D, find the probability that a card chosen at random is not gray. Give your answer as a fraction in its simplest form. So first we have to find the probability for gray. How many cards are gray? We have given the total number of cards that are gray are 35. So the probability of gray is 35 are gray out of 500. And the probability of not gray is 1 minus probability of gray, which is 35 out of 500. So 35 over 500, 1 subtract answer, this is gonna be 0.93 is the probability, or 93 out of 100. Part E, another 320 cards cross the bridge. How many of these 320 cards are expected to be white? So for white, 175 cards are white we have given. Another 320 cards cross the bridge. How many of these 320 cards are expected to be white? So 175 cards are white out of 500 cards, multiply by 320, then another 320 cards that cross the bridge. So 175 divides 500 multiplied by 320, that is 112. 112 are expected to be white. Part F, it also records the number of people in each car crossing the bridge for 1 hour. Number of people and the frequency. Calculate the mean. Okay, the formula to calculate the mean is sum of fx divided by the total. Right? So this is f and this is x. Let me find the product of fx. 1 times 20 is 20. 2 times 6 is 12. 3 times 0 is 0. 4 times 15, 60. 5 times 8 is 40. 6 times 12, 72. Calculate the sum. 20 plus 12 plus 0 plus 60 plus 40 plus 72, that is 204. So sum of fx, that is equals to 204 divided by the total. Total is this, the sum of frequency, which is 20 plus 6 plus 0 plus 15 plus 8 plus 12. This is 61 divided by 61. 204 divided by 61 is 3.34. Question number 6, part A, simplify. A plus 4a minus 5a. So this is minus 3a. 1a plus 4a would be 5a. 5a minus 3a, that is equals to 2a. Number B, simplify. 8b minus 4 times 7b. So we have 8b minus 4 times 7 is 28b. 8 minus 28 is minus 20b. Moving to part C. The parameter of each shape, the parameter of this shape is equal to the parameter of a square. Okay, this information we have given. This shape parameter equals to the parameter of a square. Find an expression for the length of one side of a square. Give your answer in its simplest form. The parameter of this shape parameter is basically sum of all sides. So 3x minus 9, it's sum with 4x plus 3, it's sum with x plus 7, it's sum with 9x plus 8, and it's sum with 7x minus 3. This, the parameter of this shape, this is equals to the parameter of a square. So the parameter of a square is, 4 times length of one side of square. Right, we have to find an expression for the length of one side of a square, this. So let me simplify. So let me solve this expression first. So solving the x, we have 3 plus 4 plus 1 plus 9 plus 7. I just add the x, the coefficient of x, which are 24x. And then let me simplify the constant. Constants are minus 9 plus 3 plus 7 plus 8 plus 3. So plus 12. And you have to divide it by 4 on both sides. Divided by 4, this is equals to length of one side of the square. So 4 times 6 is 24 and 4 times 3 is 12. So 6x plus 3 is the expression for the length of one side of a square. Now for part D, Victoria buys 5 cups of tea and 4 cakes for $15.69. Isabel buys 3 cups of tea and 7 cakes for $17.97. Write down a pair of simultaneous equations and solve them to find the cost of 1 cup of tea and the cost of 1 cake. You must show all your working. Let's say C is for, okay, C represents the cake and T represent the cup of tea. Okay, 5T plus 4C, this is equals to 15.69, and 3T plus 7C, this is equals to 17.97. We have two system of equations. We can solve it by method of substitution or method of elimination. This is your choice. So let me apply the method of elimination. So if you want to eliminate the variable C or the variable T, so this is your choice. So you have to multiply the equations with the opposite variable. So if I want to eliminate the variable T, then what I have to do, I have to multiply my equations with the opposite coefficients of T. So if I want to eliminate T, it means I have to multiply the first equation with the coefficient of with this coefficient 3, and it's multiplying with this coefficient 5 or just 3. Don't do make yourself confused with a negative sign. Okay, so if you want to eliminate the variable T, then you have to multiply the equations with the opposite variables. The variable of T are 5 and 3. So the first equation with 3 and the second with 5. But if you want to multiply eliminate the variable C, then you have to multiply your first equation with 7 and the second equation with 4. Okay, let me get the new equations. We have 5 times 3 is 15T, 4 times 3 is 12C, this is 15.69 times 3, 47.07. 5 times 3 is 15T, 5 times 7 is 35C, this is 5 times 17.97. 89.85. Okay, now you can see we have the same variables for T, same coefficients for T, which is 15 and 15. So let me subtract the two equations to cancel the T and solve for C. Subtraction, we have to change the signs. 15T and minus 15T is cancel out. 12T and 12C minus 35C, 12 minus 35, that is minus 23C, and 47.07 minus 89.85, that is minus 42.78. And what is C? C is, you can cancel the negative signs. This is divided by minus 23, 1.86. 1.86. This is a cost of one cake, $1.86. Now let me find the cost of T. So the second step of method of elimination is, you got the value of C, you can substitute the C value into the first equation or second equation. This is your choice. Let me plug this into the first equation. 5T plus 4 times of C equals to 15.69. 5T is equals to 15.69. Subtract 4 times 1.86, 7.44. 15.69 minus answer 8.25. 5T equals to 8.25. And what is T? 8.25 divided by 5. 1.65 is the cost of 1 cup of tea, $1.65. Question number 7. Elise, Lily, and Marco starts a business. Elise invests $5,000. Lila invests $8,000 and Marco invests $3,000. After 1 year, they make a profit of $40,000. They share their profit and the ratio of their investment. Work out how much they each receive. So we can say the total profit is 40,000 divided by the total investments are 5,000 plus 8,000 plus 3,000. So 40,000 okay, 5,000 plus 8,000 plus 3,000. This is 16,000. So 40,000 divide 16,000 is, this is equals to 5 by 2. Right. Now let me share the profit. So for Lise, 5 by 2 of her investment, which is 5,000. 5 by 2 of 5,000 is 12,500. Laila, 5 by 2 of her investment is 8,000. 5 by 2 of 8,000 is 20,000. And Marco, 5 by 2 of the investment, which are 3,000. 5 by 2 of 3,000, 7,500. All right, now for part B. Number 1, Leila buys 20 rolls of ribbon. 20 rolls of ribbon. 8 are red, 6 are blue, 4 are yellow, and 2 are pink. A roll of ribbon is chosen at random. On the probability scale, draw an arrow, this type of arrow, to show the probability that this roll is number A, yellow. The probability of yellow, how many are yellow? 4 are yellow out of 20. 4 out of 20. This is 0.2 is the probability. 0.1, 0.2. Here is the arrow. Not red. So the probability of not red, it means the probability 1 minus the probability of red. So red is 8 out of 20. 1 minus 8 over 20. 3 by 5, 0.6. So that is the probability for not red. The next is green. How many are green? 0 are green out of 20. So that is just 0. Now for the second part, the length L meter of a roll of ribbon is 120 meter, correct to the nearest 1 meter. Complete this statement about the value of L. Means we have to find the minimum and the maximum value, the upper and the lower bounds basically. So correct to the nearest 1 meter, it means 1 divided by 2. To get the upper and lower bounds, we have to divide it by 2. Okay, so this is in meters, this is in meters. So we have to do in 120, we add 1 by 2 to get the upper bound, and in 120, we subtract 1 by 2 to get the lower bound. 1 by 2 is 0.5, 120 plus 0.5, 120 minus 0.5. Okay, so 120 plus 0.5, which is 120.5, and 120 minus 0.5 is 119.5. Now for part C, Elise buys some picture frames. The frames cost $5.80 each in New York, and $4.50 euros each in Paris. The exchange rate is 1 euro is equals to this much dollars. Calculate the difference in cost in euro. Give your answer correct to 2 decimal placed. Okay, So what we have to do in New York, the cost of each frame is $5.80. We have to convert this into euros because the question is calculate the difference in cost in euros, right? So let me convert it into euros, but we have the exchange rate. This much is the exchange rate. So what about this much dollars? So we can say $5.80. This is going to be 5.80 divides 1.37 euro. 5.80 divide 1.37, that is gonna be 4.23 euro, right? This is in New York. And in Paris, the cost of each frame is $4, 4.50 euros. We have to calculate the difference in cost. Difference is 450, 4.50 minus 4.23. Both are in euros. 4.50 subtract answer. So 0.266 or 0.27 we can say if I round it. Now for part D, Elise buys a framed picture. Number 1, the picture is a circle with the diameter 18 centimeter. The diameter is 18 centimeter. The frame is a square of side length is 18 centimeter. Calculate the shaded area. So as you can see, the whole square, the circle is not shaded. So we can say area of square minus area of circle to get the shaded area. Area of a square is 18 times 18 minus area of a circle is pi times radius square. No, radius is 18 by 2. It's square, yes. Half of a diameter is the radius. So 18 times 18, that is 324. Subtract half of 18 is 9. 9 square is 81 pi. 324 subtract 81 pi. This is 69.5 centimeter square. Part 3, Elise buys the framed picture for this much. She sells the framed picture for this much. Calculate the percentage profit. How much is the profit? We have to calculate. So 20.25 minus 12.50 divided by the original price 12.50 and multiply by the 100 to calculate the percentage profit. We have to do the subtraction. How much is the profit from the selling price and the buying price, and then dividing by the buying price and times it by 100. 20.25 minus 12.50 divide 12.50 and times by 100, 62%. Question number 8, part A. In triangle RST, RT 7 centimeter, ST is 4 centimeter. Number 1, using a ruler and compasses only, construct the triangle RST. Leave in your construction arc. The line RS has been drawn for you, right? RS has been drawn from R to T is 7 centimeter. We need a ruler and measure the centimeters and open the compass of length 7. So you can see the ruler. These are in centimeters. Open the compass of length 7 centimeter, a little bit more. This is more than 7. Okay, this 1 point. This point, this is exactly 7 centimeter, you can see. Put the pointer on R because RT is 7 and draw an arc. Right, S to T is 4 centimeter. Open the compass of length 4 centimeter. This is 4 centimeter on S and draw the arc. So the point of intersection is the point T. This is the point T and the triangle RST. Now for the second part, measure the distance from S to the midpoint of RT. S to the midpoint of RT. Give your answer in millimeters. Okay, the midpoint of RT, we know that RT is 7 centimeter. This is RT, this is 7 centimeter, and the midpoint of RT is half of 7, which is 3.5 centimeter. Let me measure 3.5. This is exactly the 7 centimeter, and we have 3.5 centimeter is over here. This is the midpoint, right? So measure the distance from S to the midpoint of RT. S to the midpoint of RT. This distance we have to measure in terms of centimeter and then convert it into millimeters. So you can say this distance is 5.1. Yes, 5.1. You can see the distance is, this is 5.1 or 5.2. Yeah, 5.2 is a better option. Yes, 5.2 centimeter. We have to convert our answer in terms of millimeters. Let me use the conversion between the centimeters and the millimeters. 1 centimeter is equals to 10 millimeter. What about 5.2 centimeters? This is 5.2 times by 10 millimeters. 5.2 times by 10, this is 52 millimeters. Part B, town A is 8.5 centimeter from town B on a map. The scale on the map is 1:50,000. Calculate the actual distance from town A to town B. Give your answer in kilometers. So the distance between town A and town B is given. We have to find the actual distance in kilometer. According to the scale, 1 centimeter is equals to 50,000 centimeters. What is 8.5 centimeters? This is 8.5 times 50,000. So that is gonna be 8.5 times 50,000. 425,000 centimeters. We have to find the answer in terms of kilometers. So we have to divide it by 1000. Not with 1000, sorry. Centimeters to kilometers. We have to multiply it by 100,000. 100,000, 1, 2, and 3 euros. Okay, answer divides 100,000. 4.25 kilometers. Part C, the diagram shows the triangle BEC, B, C, and E, and a straight line ABCD. BE is equals to CE. This is an isosceles triangle. It means the angle C and angle B is also same. And the angle BDCE This is 118. Find the value of x. Angle at a straight line is 180 degree. What is that angle? So we can say angle C is from 180 subtract 118. So 180 minus 118, that is 62. This angle is 62 degrees. If this angle is 62, the angle B is also 62 because this is an isosceles triangle. To solve for x, we can say sum of all angles of a triangle add up to 180. X plus 62 is equals to 180. So we can say 180 take away 62 plus 62 is 124. So minus 124. 180 minus answer is 56 degrees. Yes, X. Now for part D, the diagram shows a right angle triangle ABC. Show that BC is 7.2 centimeter, 7.5 centimeter. Correct to two significant figures. BC we have to calculate. So applying the Pythagoras theorem, hypotenuse square equals to BC square plus 4.8 square. So 8.9 square minus 4.8 square equals to BC square. Now we have 8.9 square minus 4.8 square is this much. So what is BC? BC is equals to square root of 56.17. Square root of answer 7.49. 7.49. Correct to two significant figures. So that is 7.5 centimeters. Question number 9. Triangles A, B and C are shown on the grid. Number A. Describe fully the single transformation that maps triangle A onto triangle B. A onto B. Okay, this is not a translation. I guess this is a rotation. Yes, it's a rotation. And the rotation is 90 degree and it is clockwise. And the rotation is, I guess, about the center. And the center is origin because 1 1 minus 1 1 1 4 minus 4 and 1 and minus 1 4 becomes minus 4 1 minus 4 minus 1. Yes, it's about the center origin. So it is a rotation. The rotation is 90 degree. Orientation is clockwise. And center is origin, which is 0 0. Because as you can see, the coordinates minus 1 1 changes to 1 1. The coordinate minus 1 minus 4, this coordinate changes to minus 1 and positive 4. And this coordinate minus 4 1 changes to 1 4. Moving to part B, describe fully the single transformation that maps triangle A onto triangle C. A to C is an enlargement. We have to find the scale factor and the center of enlargement. This is an enlargement. Scale factor and center we have to find. The scale factor, we have 1 and 2 units, and here we have 1, 2 and 3 units. So to get the scale factor, the new shape over the original shape, 3 units and 2 units. 3 by 2. The scale factor is 3 by 2. I guess it's 1.5. Yes, it's 1.5. Now let me find the center by connecting the corresponding coordinates. These two coordinates are connecting. And these two coordinates we have to connect this with this coordinate. So all 3 passes through the point -1, -7, that is the center. Part C on the grid, translate triangle A by the vector 6 -4. So the horizontal translation is 6 units to the right and vertical translation is 4 units down. 6 to the right, this point. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 4 units down. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 5 and -3. Now this coordinate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, which is 2, -3. And this coordinate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, and 4, which is 2, -5. This is the translated shape. Now for part D on the grid, reflect triangle A in a line y equals to -2. Triangle A, y equals to -2. This is the horizontal line. We have to reflect the triangle A. So this point has this 1 unit. So this distance is also 1 unit. So this is 1, 2, and 3 units. This distance is also 1, 2, and 3 units. This distance is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and 3 units. So the coordinates are -4 and -3, and -4, -5, and -1, -5. So this is the reflected shape. Ela 9, y equals to -2. All right. So that was the last question of our paper. If you have any queries, please let me know in the comment section. And please subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Take care.